Beyond our galaxy. Hey, gal, are you here? Yeah, Nick, I'm still here. What do you want? Do you have your thinking cap on for today's show? No, Nick, I stopped wearing a hat a long time ago when I started going bald. Well, this producer's going to make us think hard again on today's show. I stopped thinking, Nick, about 400 years ago after we proved the sun was the center of the solar system. Well, gal, you know what the old saying is, don't you? What's the old saying, Nick? I'm dying to hear it. Well, if you don't use it, you lose it. Well, Nick, like I said before, I lost it a long time ago. On today's show, we're going to be talking about terms and definitions on astronomy. So get your thinking caps on, a writing utensil, and a notepad, and pour yourself a warm cup of coffee, and sit right back down in your easy chair, relax, and enjoy. Definition number 1, Terminator line. A Terminator line, or a twilight zone, is a line that is a dividing line that divides both the day side and night side of a planet or other object in space, such as a moon. The red arrow seen here in this picture points to this Terminator line. Here's another pictured example of the Earth's moon, and its Terminator line is located at. Definition number 2, Albedo. This is what the brightness of a star or other objects found in space is. A scale of brightness is from 1 being low to 10 being the highest. Can you pick out what the 2 brightest stars on this picture is? The 2 red arrows point to the 2 brightest stars in this picture. Definition number 3, Astronomical season. When seasons happen throughout the year on Earth, both astronomers and meteorologists use terms like equinoxes and solstice to tell what season we are in. The diagram seen here below shows the seasons and their dates and whether they are equinox or solstice. The seasons are what is shown in this picture. From a meteorological point of view, these seasons usually start on the first day of the month and end on the last day of the season. For example, autumn begins on September 1st and ends on November 31st. Definition number 4, axis. In astronomy, the axis is known as the imaginary line that a planet has as it tilts at an angle as it orbits around the sun. The Earth's axis usually runs to the north and south pole, and the Earth tilts on a 23.5 degrees angle as seen here in this picture. Definition number 5, blue moon. This definition refers to the Earth's full moon. It really doesn't have anything to do with color at all. When we see that the Earth's moon looks blue, it is because of the dust found in the atmosphere. Blue moons happen about every 2 to 3 years. Definition number 6, celestial sphere. A celestial sphere is that imaginary sphere that goes beyond the Earth's center. It goes way out into space from the Earth as well. This kind of sphere is also known as the altitude or azimuth of the way the imaginary line exists. Below is a picture example of this celestial sphere. Definition number 7, comets. A comet is basically a small celestial bodies that are mostly made up of dust and ice and they orbit around the sun as well. The most popular comet to visit our solar system and be seen by humans is the one called Halley's Comet. It was last seen in 1986 and won't be seen again until about 2062. Well, it's time to take a brief break from today's show. So we are going to show some awesome pictures of space for you to enjoy. So pour yourself a warm cup of coffee and sit right back down in an easy chair, relax, and enjoy. And the journey continues. British astronomer Edmund Halley, 1668 to 1748. Astronomer, geophysicist, mathematician, meteorologist, and physicist. Astronomer Halley predicted when this comet would appear once every 75 years. Even though he died in 1742, he was correct in calculating Halley's Comet would be seen in 1758. Definition number 8, Earthshine. This is a dull glow that at times lights up the unlit part of the Earth's moon. This usually happens when the new moon phase takes place. The sunlight actually reflects off of the Earth's surface and lights up the moon's surface as seen at the bottom of the moon here in this picture. Definition number 9. False dawn. A false dawn or zodiacal light is a rare event that happens between sunset and sunrise. This is also a rare optical phenomenon. It would appear that sunrise is really happening like it does around 6 a.m. in the morning, but it is just the sky beginning to look bright. Definition number 10. Great circle. A great circle is formed by a plane passing through the center of the Earth. This too is an imaginary line like the celestial sphere is. The imaginary line runs through the North and South Pole and right ascension and declination lines as seen here in this picture. Definition number 11. Halo. This is an atmospheric phenomena made by light either reflected or refracted by the ice crystals. Once again, most of the time this is an optical illusion when seen on Earth. In this picture, a halo is seen in the Subaru galaxy in the middle of it. Definition number 12. Ice crystals. These crystals are made up of citrus-type clouds formed near the ground. Another term for the ice crystals is also called hydrometer. The ice crystals are seen just below the clouds in a vertical angle in this picture. Here is another picture of ice crystals effect. Well, it's that time again to take a brief break from today's show. We're going to be showing some awesome pictures of space for you to view. So just pour yourself another warm cup of coffee and sit right back down in your easy chair, relax, and enjoy. And the journey continues. Definition number 14. Field of focus. This is the circle of sky for which a viewer can see when they turn their telescope or binoculars towards the night sky. In this picture, the field of focus is, of course, the planet Jupiter and its 4 large moons orbiting around it. Definition number 14. Galaxy. A galaxy is a big organization of stars, gas, dust, and is usually located anywhere between 10,000 to 100,000 light years away from the Earth. The Andromeda Galaxy is the closest one, located near Earth at about 2.5 light years away. There are 3 types of galaxies, which are 1 elliptical, 2 spiral, and 3 irregular. Definition number 15. Inclination. An angle located between the plane of an orbit and a reference plane. One such example is seen here in this picture of a satellite that NASA has orbiting the planet Mars. The satellite can be seen orbiting Mars at an angle of inclination. Definition number 16. Limb. This is the edge of a celestial object. The limb seen in this picture is of the moon, where the arrow is pointing at the side of the moon. The Earthshine and Terminator line can also be seen in this picture as well. Definition number 17. Meteorites. A meteorite is a small rock that can be seen streaking through the night sky as it falls through the Earth's atmosphere. Some people believe that if you make a wish upon a meteorite, also known as a shooting star, your wish will come true. One such meteorite fell into Russia on February 15th, 2013. On February 15th, 2013, this meteorite called Chelyabinsk meteor could be seen for miles around Russia, falling onto the ground. It was a sight to behold, as this meteorite traveled anywhere from 40 to 42,000 miles per hour through the sky. Here is a piece of the rock from the Chelyabinsk meteor on display in a Russian museum. It's time to take another break from today's show and give your brain a little relaxation. And we're going to be showing some more great pictures of space. So, pour yourself another warm cup of coffee and sit right back down in your easy chair, relax, and enjoy. And the journey continues. Definition number 18. Constellation. A definite pattern of stars that take shape of one of the following things. Constellations take the shape of 1. Humans, 2. Animals, and 3. Inanimate objects. The constellations of the Big and Little Dipper are the most popular constellations seen in the night sky. They are shaped like saucer pans, and the North Star can be found using the Big Dipper pointing to the Little Dipper as seen here in this picture. Definition number 19. Nebula. A nebula is a form of a cloud. Nebulas are bright and dark in color and are made up of dust and gases. Here is the picture of a nebula called the Crab Nebula. Definition number 20. Opposition. This happens when a planet or asteroid is opposite of the sun in the sky. Sometimes this object can be seen in the night sky all night long. Definition number 21. Phases. This is an event that happens when an object like the Earth's moon can be seen going through a phase little by little. The Earth's moon has 8 phases it goes through. These phases start with a new moon and end with a full moon. The next picture shows what these 8 phases are. Here is a picture of the 8 phases of the Earth's moon and what it goes through. Definition number 22. Retrograde. This is when an object moves in the reverse way that it goes against its normal path. This is also known as counterclockwise motion. Here's a diagram example of how the retrograde motion happens. Here is another picture of how a retrograde motion works. Definition number 23. Sky. This includes everything that can be seen above the surface of the Earth. This would include the Earth's atmosphere and space. This would include being enveloped in a dome-like shape. Definition number 24. Tidal lock. This is when an object like the Earth's moon is tidally locked as it has one side always facing the Earth as it goes around its orbit. Another word for this is synchronous rotation. Definition number 25, the last definition on today's show. Observational astronomy. This is the practice of directly observing the universe using astronomical instruments like a telescope or binoculars and actually seeing space objects using these instruments. Professional astronomers use the big telescopes or Hubble Space Telescope to view the objects in the night sky. Italian astronomer Galileo Galilei in 1610 became known as the father of observational astronomy when he perfected his telescope and became the first person to observe things in space using his telescope. Well, it's that time to take one last break for today's show. Here are some astronaut pictures for you to view and enjoy. And it's time to pour yourself another warm cup of coffee to enjoy and sit right back down in the easy chair, relax, and enjoy. Well, that is all for today's show, but only time will tell what we humans will find when we look up in the night sky and beyond our galaxy.